Good morning. How are you? This is Marianne Grant, Life in Harmony podcast. Today is the first day of your life. It's important. What are you going to do with it? Remember, I talked about cleaning up any of that residue that you left behind yesterday, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually. If you're down and out and angry and depressed, you're the only one that made the mess. You're the only one that can clean it up. Yesterday is gone and we are not promised tomorrow. Okay, I want to go over that wonderful list of all the things that control us throughout the day. Sarcasm. Sarcasm is anger, emotions, bad attitude, enabling, people pleasing, not able to say no. Drugs, alcohol, pills, relationships, sex, lust, love, anger, rage, porn, controlling everybody around you but yourself. Distractions everywhere. Then you have nothing but excuses. Gambling, work, working out, food addiction, binge TV, phone, podcasts, news, caffeine, surgeries, pain, never having enough. Being in a relationship with a man or a woman, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, or sexually abusing one another. Or you may want to add to the list. Okay, today I want to talk about how all dysfunction and chaos starts from home. It's all learned behavior we can all relearn. So here's the good news. No matter how screwed up you are, if you have the willingness and the hunger and the excitement to want to change and you're disgusted with yourself and your behavior, that's a good thing. Like I said, most of us have to lie in our own blood before we do the full change, the full U-turn, and never go back to where we used to be. That's most people. There are the exceptions. There's always the exceptions to the rule. Okay. So what's wonderful is that there is hope, and that what really makes me feel good is we can create and decide who we want to be, how we want to be, how we want to live. And that's when I started to create Life in Harmony, because I really didn't like what I saw. Many things with my brothers and my sisters. There's many things that I saw outside that I didn't like. And I was limited. I was limited with my thinking. I was limited with my security level. I was a very insecure girl. So, what was beautiful was to be able to learn all these different things. And it all started really when I went to rehab and realized that I don't have to live this life anymore. And then when I went to counseling, um, I was really scared because I didn't want it to feel like I didn't love my mom and my dad. But I knew that I had to address mom and dad. I had to address the way it was living at home. I had to address the behavior so I wouldn't keep repeating that behavior. That's the purpose of talking, cleaning up, because you can't change something if you don't know what it is and how you need to go about it. At first, it feels uncomfortable, then it feels normal. It's like learning a new word until you own that word, until that word feels comfortable saying it. So today, what I want you to look at, and nobody has the right to tell you who to love, who to like, who to be with. And when you do meet somebody, that is an opportunity for the two of you to grow and to learn and to change together. But here's the thing: if you do choose another partner, that I want you to really, really, really look at: foundation, weigh and measure the level of dysfunction. If you fall in love with a full blown alcoholic and drug addict, you're just going nowhere fast. Period. There's just some things that are just black and white. If they're abusing you, get out. See, this is some really deep stuff. And why go all the way with them when you know that it just progressively gets worse? Now, if they're willing in the beginning to get major help and then you see signs of them improving, that's one thing. But if they're not willing to get help, I'm just letting you know it just progressively gets worse. Believe me, every man, every woman thought that they could change a man or a woman in their relationship, and every person will tell you we're all guilty of it. Actually, you get there quicker by walking away. you get there quicker by letting them know that they don't have a chance with you. And if they really do love you, they will do the work. So we're all tested. We're all tested by our actions. Our words mean nothing, but our actions say everything. And remember, balance, not too much of anything, our kids, our partner, our play, our work. When we stay balanced, it's life in harmony. When we abuse ourselves, everyone we love is infected by it. You cheat yourself and everyone around you. The level of love and respect that you give yourself, that is the level of love and respect you will get in return. Remember, the goal for all of us truly is life in harmony. Our thinking can make or break us. That is why we have to check our thinking and attitude all day long. It has to be as natural as going to the bathroom, or else your head gets backed up. This, my friend, is the greatest gift you can give yourself. Remember, if you have an attitude today, be attitude, being in the highest possible state of happiness, good humor, and contentment with the way things are. Remember, we need our breakdowns to have our breakthroughs. People say, I want to help be a part of taking care of the world. Here's the good news. If you truly take care of yourself all day and be a living example, that is taking care of the world. We all have gifts. We all have worth. We all have work to do. That is the true meaning of taking care of the world, doing your part, no exceptions. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Hey, you manipulators, mood talkers, narcissisms, your words mean nothing and your actions say everything. I'm going to read a beautiful saying by Michael Singer. Spirituality begins when you decide you will never stop trying. Spirituality is the commitment to go beyond no matter what it takes. It's an infinite journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute of every day for the rest of your life. If you're truly going beyond, you're always at your limits. You're never back in the comfort zone. A spiritual being feels as though they're always against the edge and they're constantly being pushed through it. One should view their spiritual work as learning to live life without stress, problems, fear, or melodrama. This path of using life to evolve, spirituality is truly the highest path. Trust the process. Confront the difficult while it's still easy. Accomplish the great tasks by a series of small acts. Discipline is freedom. The undisciplined mind is like an elephant. If left to blunder around out of control, it will wreak havoc. The spiritual journey is one of constant transformation. To grow, you must give up the struggle to remain the same and learn to embrace change. You must go through the darkest night in order to get to the infinite light. What we call darkness is really the blockage of light. Eventually, you realize you cannot actually hurt yourself if you go beyond your psychological limits. If you're willing to just stand at the edge and keep walking and go beyond. You used to pull back. Imagine the peace that you could experience if you weren't constantly creating and defending your false self. Michael Singer. Beautiful. Okay, I'm reading from The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. He helped me with my emotions. And today's message is physical pain is only there. Physical pain is only there when something is psychologically wrong. Inner pain is always there underneath, hidden by the layers of our thoughts and emotions. We feel it most when our hearts go into turmoil, like when the world does not meet our expectations. This is an inner psychological pain. The psyche is built upon avoiding this pain, and as a result, it has fear of pain as its foundation. If you're doing something to avoid pain, then pain is running your life. All your thoughts and feelings will be affected by your fears. Bring awareness to the fears that may be running your life. Write about ways you avoid feeling that core pain. Identify some of the things you do in your daily life that comes from fear of psychological pain. Wow, this is amazing. My sister and I, it's really incredible because we work with our bodies, and I've been working with the body all my life. I did in-home training. We do massages. We know the body's inside and out through touch, through pain, and how pain shifts. And I'll take Louise Alhay to my grave. She was phenomenal. Every part of your body, everything that's going on. We always crack up. We say, let's go to Louise Alhay, see what that's about. And she's right on. She's right on about, knee pain, not being flexible. Everything, every part of our body is a psychological fear of what's going on in our bodies. And the more and more we realize that all of our work is due through our psychological, our thinking, and how it goes from our head to our heart and how much it rules, controls, and truly infects our bodies. And actually, we could stop periods. We could stop the body. We could shut the whole body down by our thinking. 99.999% of the time, it's our thinking that destroys our physical body. And you need to look at that. Now, it's one thing if you were in an accident and you had surgeries and da 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 da. But again, things exacerbate, things get worse when our thinking is off, when we live in fear, when we're living in negative thoughts, when we're running from what we think we can change. I so love this about Michael Singer. He is right on, right on, right on. Our emotions control everything. You take the emotion out, you do the next right thing for you. Watch how smoothly your day goes. And remember, only you can care about you. Only you can care about you. Nobody can care about you. Not mom, not dad, not friends. Only you can do the work. And that's the same with them. You can't do their work either. We all have our work to do. We all have our job to do to build our strong foundation of who we are, so we attract another foundation that is strong. So when we're together, that we can enjoy one another and stop picking up the pieces and the crumbs and constantly remortaring and remortaring and remortaring, and really enjoy who the two of you are, and never ever ever put on somebody else to make them your whole being, your whole happiness, your whole everything. That is your job. And remember, work on one thing at a time. Eventually it will be a way of life. Don't do too much of anything. Balance is most important. I am clean and clear of all diseases and negative thoughts what's controlling you. I accept today where I am powerless. I have control where I have choices. I will reach out for help and use my tools today. I accept today and understand the only person I can change or regulate is myself. I will take time to hug and kiss the loved ones around me. I will show my partner today how much he or she is appreciated, needed, and loved. I will speak up for myself today. Be true to ourselves. The answers lie in each and every one of us. Everything we do is a practice and a discipline to master what we want. I will take charge of my life today and realize that I'm in charge of all my decisions. I will know when it's time to bow out and let go and trust the process. I will set realistic goals for myself. I will get 7 to 8 hours of sleep tonight. I will set healthy boundaries around myself today. I will not allow anybody to speak to me with disrespect. I will make a conscious effort to eat healthy meals. I will take my vitamins, food supplements today. I will drink 6 to 8 glasses of water today. I will be good to myself today. Whoever can see through all fear will always be safe. I will talk with someone I trust and respect and be honest with them. Accountability is key. We cannot do it alone. We always lie to ourselves. Two heads are better than one. I will trust and reach out to my higher power today. I will accept and say thank you for everything that happens to me today, good or bad. I will not do anything to cause harm to myself or others today. I'm willing to change today. I will exercise today. I will pray for the well-being of myself and others today. I will write a list of all the things I want in a partner. If I become it, I will attract it. Discipline is freedom. Do 2 things a day that you don't want to do to have a successful day. My 2 things are always getting up early, doing my podcast, working out. We can all heal together one day at a time. It is a decision from our head to our heart. You can reach me at createyourspirit@gmail.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my workshops and my books. If you want to learn about my services, lifeinharmonyonline.com. Leave your number. I'll go over my services. Remember, I'm doing the podcast Monday through Friday. Hit that colorful round button that says subscribe. Please share it with everybody you love and respect. Start with podcast number 1, number 2, number 3. There's order into receiving this information. In 30 days, you're going to say, wow. In 1 year, you will not recognize yourself. And remember, I want you to have an unannounced day today. And thank you for listening.